And I got these plans. I'ma be goddamn, I don't see these two, you don't understand.
Hey guys, I'm eating an pumpkin Oreo.
Maggie's eating a pumpkin Oreo. I'm rolling
He's
a
rolling
backward.
them.
and this is the Sunday Night Nut Pod. Welcome.
In our authentic state.
Yeah.
And I gotta open the blinds.
Yeah, Maggie has to open the blinds, but if you guys don't know, Maggie has an obsession with the fall drop of Trader Joe's.
Oh yeah. Everyone knows.
Do they know? Do they actually know?
I feel like a lot of people do know.
I mean, like, to be fair, it all started with the ube pretzels. Now, if you go to Trader Joe's, you know the ube pretzels.
Yeah, you know that was just an era that could be unmatched by any other Trader Joe's era.
Yeah. And, you know, they took this household by storm. I mean, honestly. We were simping over the ube pretzels, dog.
I kept going to buy another bag, and, like, I would try not to, but they just kept showing up. I would just show up at Trader Joe's, and, like, all of a sudden...
They just kept showing up.
It was like I blacked out, and then we had another bag of ube pretzels.
Yeah, but, like, oh, my God, dude. They were honestly amazing. Like, the ube pretzel, like, I can't do it justice. Like, it was so good, bro. Yeah. It was a perfect snack.
It's just, and that's how ube is, you know? It's just its own thing.
Yeah, like, ube is fire.
So anyway, I love Trader Joe's, and the ube pretzels, like, really got me hooked. So, but everyone knows every year the Trader Joe's, like, fall products, they come in so hot. Like, you got the butternut squash mac and cheese. You got the pumpkin cream cheese. Pumpkin ice cream. Like, all my Trader Joe's people. And I used to live on top of Trader Joe's.
Ah, that's right.
So we knew about...
Y'all were hitting it.
Yeah, like...
Heavy.
Yeah, like late night Trader Joe's.
Late night Trader Joe's vibes.
Yeah. And in honor of the fall drop... No, just kidding. This is just an orange sun-kissed. But, but I do like all things orange, so...
Yeah. Whoa.
What?
That's true.
It's because it's my favorite color.
Wow. I didn't know that.
I'm pulling up the questions, by the way. So,
nice.
So nobody think I'm just like...
Just distracted, just pulling a Steiny from Full Send.
People aren't going to know that.
Yes, they will. If you're a podcaster's podcaster, then you know. You guys know that's a hot topic. Andrew Scholes and Steiny, dude, they're beefing, Maggie. I told you about it, I think.
Yeah. Wait, something's going wrong with our questions.
Some people know, though.
I hope people know. Okay. So.
Yeah, me too. I'm not gonna lie. But,
okay.
I mean, are we getting right into the questions, or should we talk about other stuff first?
Like One Piece?
Like the One Piece. So, yeah, for those of y'all who know, and damn, I forgot. We got to check the comment section of the last week's to see if some people were talking about the One Piece episode.
We won't be able to see the comment section because it just came out an hour ago.
Oh.
Because it's Sunday.
Yeah. So, happy Sunday.
We're like way too casual this week.
Yeah. Happy Sunday. Anyways. Look, the One Piece episode.
So One Piece.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I've never seen One Piece, the anime. I've seen it a few times. Episode 1, I always fall asleep. I know it's a great anime. Like, I have so many of my friends suggesting it, but I never got around to it, okay?
I just never got around to it,
okay? But honestly, I really love the live action, and I just think that the casting was done really well.
Amazing casting.
I think that the fight scenes are super well choreographed, you know, and trying to do justice to the anime, which is refreshing. Like, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like obsessed with it, honestly.
Yeah, it's definitely a really good show, and I think it's like gonna be the next big thing.
Yeah.
Which we did not predict at my old job, the agency.
Oh, really? You guys thought that was gonna flop?
No, nobody knew about it. And my boss was always saying, like, we need to find the next Wednesday, like, the next show that, like, everyone's going to be talking about. And in the presentation, my coworker, Mateo, who, like, watched One Piece, like, put it in his presentation. And they were like, oh, I've never heard of that. Which is so funny. Because now, like, it's like, you know, I think it is going to be the next big thing.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, yeah, great show. It's getting a little into the other episodes. It's getting definitely like off track of the anime, which is fine.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. You hate to see it sometimes because you're like,
With certain things,
yeah, you're like, oh, that moment was like so sick, and you kind of just like threw it in there. But it's okay.
I know. The thing is like, that's such a subjective part, you know? Because it's like, it was done well in the anime, yes. But, like in, for example, that one scene where you were like, oh, that was different. Mm-hmm. I was like, in my head, I was like, wow, I really just enjoyed that scene. I think that scene was perfect. But you're like, damn, because you were like waiting for that
line.
Yeah.
From Shanks. If you guys know, I'm talking about the part where Shanks and like that guy from the bar, and he like pulls the gun on him, and Shanks like, put your life on it. But he didn't say that line, so
it's a dope ass line. Like, I totally
It's
agree.
sick.
Like, that was probably a missed opportunity, but at the same time, it's just like, I wouldn't have ever noticed, you know. And so there's got to be a good amount of people who are actually not like the biggest One Piece fans. They're just like, oh, this could be cool, you know.
Yeah.
And for like someone like me who's like as casual as it comes One Piece fan, you know, like I'm a fan of it, but like I don't really know shit about it. So like this show is really like exceeding expectations for me, you know. Like,
It's a
I'm
good
super
show.
enjoying it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad. People are saying like this is the live action to break the curse. It makes me want to like cry, not because of One Piece, but because of like the industry.
Yeah.
Because
now it's just all bets are off. Like, everything's game.
yeah, and like you were saying, I feel like the best way to do it is to be like, okay, we gotta like respect what all these fans want, do it how they like envision it, and like they really cracked that code, and we've seen it with all the stuff that's come out. The Last of Us, Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, that was great.
Like, it's like they're finally like getting it right.
Yeah,
they're figuring out how to do adaptions well in the industry, which is just like cool to see. Like, it's just a moment for film and TV to celebrate, I think.
I totally agree. And it is nice because, like, the truth is, I would love to see like a great depiction of Zelda. You know?
Like if it was done right.
But there's been, since I've been such a super fan my whole life, I'm like, dude, you guys shouldn't even fucking try it. You know, like, you're gonna screw it up.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's cool because it's a video game. Like, it wouldn't be cool if it was a TV show, you know? But I do feel like they're getting to it, and it can be done. Another thing is like the Avatar, The Last Airbender. Like, I always thought that could be such a cool live action. And they screwed it up so hard the first time, like notoriously screwed it.
Yeah.
With the casting, with the CGI, with everything. But, I mean, CGI has come such a long way in such a short time, you know?
Yeah.
So, I really do have high expectations for that, too. Like, I think they can kill that. So, that's exciting, honestly.
Yeah. And I think they are working on that. Can't say for sure.
Oh, yeah, I think I did hear that.
I think they're working on it.
Just hope the cast is Asian. I feel like...
Is he Asian?
Aang?
Oh, wait. I got confused. I thought we were talking about Zelda.
Oh, Zelda. Well, Zelda's notorious because they, like, kind of change it based on, like...
What's going on?
No, like, the people have always thought, like, the Link in... that they sell in, like, Asia is, like, more Asian looking. Like, the versions they send over here to, like, North America are, like, more circle eyes, like...
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, dude, I think that was it. That was what just fucking pissed me off about the Airbender, the last Airbender, was like, cause like as a kid, as like a half Asian kid or whatever, you know, like I was really, that's what made me happy about that show.
Yeah.
Like I really related to, you know, I was like, oh, they look like me, you know.
Yeah.
And then when they were all white in the movie, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like it was really like heartbreaking, and I was not alone, you know. Like a lot of people were like, bruh. It's because like Avatar was obviously based off, you know, certain things. It's the same thing with I don't mean to get distracted, but like Attack on Titan, like they are kind of big on race. Like they say that like race exists, you know, and they're like Mikasa is like Asian, like they've said it, you know, like she has whiter skin, and all of the Ackermans are from a different country that came over a long time ago, and they are Asian, you know, and like as a result, they like are affected differently by certain things, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's like it's important. Like,
yeah,
the race,
it's part of their character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that like a lot of Attack on Titan, I think they draw like similarities or like almost inspiration from Nazi Germany. Honestly.
Oh.
Yeah. Because that's like the whole like they're in cages, like. Yeah. And then like it became more obvious in season 4 for my fans that know what I'm talking about, because like the Eldians, because you know the Eldians all live over here, but there's other Eldians over here, and they have like the band on them, and they all have a colored band, and like people walk by and like treat them like shit, like they're like, you fucking gross Eldian, like what are you doing? And they live in like an internment camp, you know, like it's very much like Nazi Germany. So yeah, I think that's like important, and I feel like they need to. Like I also think that Avatar was kind of a weird time where everyone was like, what, race? No, it doesn't exist, you know?
Yeah, where everyone was doing that whole I don't see color.
Yes, that's
that whole vibe.
Yeah. And so now it's like, but now I feel like we got to a point where it's like, no, like there are different races, we have different cultures, and it's important to like accept everyone for that, not just be like, I think we're all the exact same color.
That was crazy that we all were doing that. I don't see color. Like it was like what? Okay, well, why not?
Like that's
why
almost
can't you,
more racist.
Yeah, I know. Like,
you know?
Why can't you acknowledge?
Yeah, it's like, okay, so you think you get treated exactly the same as everyone else.
What is this gum on standby?
I don't know.
Whose gum is this? Come get your gum. Anyway.
It's not mine, it's not hers.
We do have a few questions.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wait. There is something I have to say that I've been meaning to say for a couple episodes.
Oh.
So you might want to take a seat. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that intense. But, so remember how we were saying how in Love Island, like, I was like, or not just in Love Island, but I was saying, like, I feel like guys are always apologizing to their girlfriends and they never get an apology.
Yeah, we were wilding on that one.
Yeah. So after I like was watching Vanderpump, I get all my insights from reality TV shows. But I was watching Vanderpump and I realized like the reason why girls get apologies more often and get hurt is because usually girls are better at communicating their feelings.
That's also
so it's
very
like,
hella valid, I think.
It's like if you're putting yourself out there enough to communicate how you feel and giving someone the opportunity to like make it right, then you should get rewarded with getting heard out and apologized to. And guys like won't really say their emotions as much, so that's probably why they never get acknowledged.
Yeah, it's true.
So
and then that's also why they don't expect an apology.
Yeah.
Because they're like, well, I held in my feelings.
Yeah.
So now I have no right to...
Yeah, like, communicate. Let's all communicate.
Let's all communicate.
Boys and girls. Communicate with your partner. Which is so easy to say when you're single. Get it together, you guys. It's easy.
But honestly, that is very valid. I think that's definitely true. That, I think... It's safe to say, I've been trying to really like sum up what's the inherent difference between women and men. And there's a lot. But I think the biggest one, honestly, is just the weighing options before. I think boys are so quick to be like, 2 positive things. And if I do this, I'm fucking doing this. And then girls will be like, okay, there's 2 positive things. Let me fucking search mercilessly for 2 bad reasons, you know? And I feel like they weigh it out more. And then they go, okay, well, I cannot do that because that might happen. Yeah. You know? And boys are more like, yeah, that might happen, but look at what I can fucking get if it goes right. And they kind of just think that, you know?
That's true. And then there could be a positive or negative on either side for that. Like, when a woman makes a decision, it's a well thought out, like, planned many steps ahead. And this is obviously, like, not all the time, but I think that's a good point. Because that's also why I feel like girls are bad drivers.
The cat comes out of the bag.
I'm like, let me clear up one bad thing I said about females and just switch it out.
And just go back in?
Just slide in a cool, girls are bad at driving.
Look, like, me and Maggie are both feminists.
Yeah.
Honestly. We are feminists. But it's like, just take the L.
I know. I literally wanted to post saying, like, guys, it's okay. Let's just be free. Let's just say I'm a bad driver.
Yeah, isn't that just much less stressful?
I was for so long, like, not wanting to say I'm a bad driver because I could drive stick shift and I thought that was cool.
Yeah, not a
but
lot
it's
of
like
people drive stick.
it's like it's fine, dude. I'm too thoughtful in the car.
Yeah.
I'm overthinking.
Yeah, it's okay.
And maybe you're a girl and you're a good driver. Well, then this doesn't apply to you, so don't be offended.
Yeah, that's the other thing. We're not saying that every single girl ever
does
not be a good driver.
I just think generally I've found that when someone's doing some dumb shit on the road, I'm like, in my head, like, I bet it's a fucking... What is this bitch doing? Lo and behold, it's a girl.
It's a girl. But, like, to be fair, also, like, humans are, like, unnaturally impatient in the car. You know? Yeah. Like, when you're driving, you're like, fucking go!
Especially in LA.
Yeah.
Everyone in LA is impatient. It's true. Actually, some people are, like, totally...
completely dazed.
Yeah, like, not even knowing they're operating a vehicle.
Yeah, and then there's, like, I'd say 75% of people are like, get the fuck out of my way now.
Yeah.
Move or die.
Like, they're gonna squeeze through.
Yeah, like, and I respect it, honestly. I think it's much better than driving in Colorado.
Yeah, me too.
All in all, I would pick the LA drivers over the Denver drivers.
Same.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, so now we got that out of the way.
But I posted on my story, and actually a lot of girls agreed, so...
A lot of girls will
agree. It's okay,
agree.
Girls, we can say it.
Yeah, a lot of girls will agree behind closed doors, so... I respect you for saying it on a public platform. That's real.
Yeah.
But...
thanks.
Yeah.
Coming clean.
Here, let me see. Can I get some men or pigs?
Men are the worst. I don't even need to search for this.
I know, right? Like, I'm like,
there's so many bad things.
Let's get some good shit in
You guys
here.
are immature.
We are immature.
All of you are, like, pretty sexist, as we have this sexist conversation.
As we're agreeing about how women ain't shit.
Yeah. Nah, but, like, yeah, men are the worst.
Yeah, like, men are the worst, man. How many wars were created by women?
Yeah, because they were trying to come up with a real solution.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, if there were more girls, like, there just wouldn't be... Like, you remember that Rick and Morty episode? Where it's like a women planet, and they're like, you are heard? You are seen. And like, they just come up and they're like, I'm here if you need to talk.
Yeah.
Like, it's true, though.
It's fire.
Yeah, women seek to understand harder. And boys are like, how the fuck could you feel that way? Even though you feel very similarly, just a little tiny...
It's also like in the Barbie movie, when it's like Ken. Versus when the Barbies were in charge, it was like, you're the best. You're the best. And listen, the Barbies did not disrespect the Kens.
Yeah, it's true. There was a very respectful... And see, that's
what I
think
Kens.
would have happened. It's true. Like, it could have happened that way.
Yeah.
If girls actually just... You know? If like, way long ago, guys were like, wait. Girls are better at a lot of this shit than us.
Yeah.
We're kind of good at like fucking eating and like wrestling, and like they're good at like thinking.
Yeah, no,
You know?
literally. Like we should just put them in charge. Like,
I'm not saying that girls
fired.
are like smarter than boys, because I think to an extent, I think another huge difference between boys and girls is it kind of goes back to what I was saying, where the weighing options, girls just analyze better.
Yeah.
And it's like a
Whoa.
boy will send it, you know? And that is what you need sometimes. You need to just like jump in head first and start fucking it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But girls will like weigh out everything and then be like, I thought that was going to happen. That's why I planned for this. I thought that was going to happen. That's why I planned for this, you know?
Yeah.
Like mom would always impress me with that. You know?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, you're hungry? Here's a PB&J. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Why'd you bring that here? She's like, I knew you'd get hungry.
Why'd you bring that here? Like it's forbidden.
Why would you bring it to a place like this? We're like at the
pool.
At the pool. Yeah.
Yeah, I always pack a lunch when I go out to the beach.
Yeah.
Even if I don't know what I'm doing and I'm just gonna go like stop at a store, I'll pack a lunch in case I wanna like stay out and like go to the beach.
That's tight. Yeah, see, I like get to the beach and I'm like, I should have brought headphones.
No, and that's why I have my emergency bag in my car with my beach blanket, sunscreen, rollerblades, beach chair.
Preparation.
Yeah, so that I could always just go.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that's very respectable. So yeah, I'm pretty prepared.
So yeah, that's me at the beach.
I go to the beach a lot. Every time I'm prepared.
I was there today, rollerblading.
Yeah,
So here's a question for us.
Yeah, I was about to be like, dude, I was there with you. Like, we went to Venice today.
Oh no,
And
it was
then I was
before
like,
that.
oh, she went again.
Yeah, I've been to the beach twice.
Maggie just like lives at the beach. All the bums are like, hey, Maggie. Maggie's like, what's up, Mark? Dave, how are you guys?
I do see a lot of the same ones. When
I know, right? Don't
when
you?
I go running,
I feel like they gotta recognize you, right?
maybe. Who
Some
knows?
bums, I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen you a lot, but
Yeah.
you're very high every time
I don't know
see
if you remember me.
Yeah, like, you're off the shits when I see you, bro. All right,
Okay.
cool. What's the question?
This is what do you understand about life today that you did not understand a year ago? So, last September.
That was a significant month for me, actually. Last September. Last September is when me and Hannah broke up.
Mine was like August 30th, so
Oh, wow.
so right around that era.
Yeah. Yeah, that was... I think one thing I learned is that there's no such thing as failure. I've always thought that, but now I see, you know, that like it's not the end. You think it's the end, but it's not, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's just a process. Failure is not real. Like failure is just a turn down the way. There's no way you're not going to get to your destination, you know?
That is true.
It's just part of the process. It's always part of the process of success, you know?
Yeah. You just got to know you're going to get back onto another high note.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just like at a lull. And that's all right. And sometimes you got to hit a deeper lull to find a deeper or a higher height.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. And so, like, once you start understanding that, you know, and you're like, okay, this happens every time now.
Yeah.
And it always gets worse than ever. And then it's always going to be better than ever.
Yeah.
So.
It's a good message.
Yeah, that's what I think is the biggest thing. Because I do feel like last year, I felt like everything was so important, you know? Like, it's like, oh, I have this one shot to do this, and I gotta... And then, I don't know, you just realize, like, that wasn't it, but that was still relevant, you know? Because you made it relevant. Just like you have to make this relevant, like, as relevant as the next, you know?
Yeah.
What about you though? What do you think? From 1 year ago.
Well, I feel like I just learned, cause, you know, same thing. That was like right at my breakup, where I was just like, I didn't comprehend the phrase, if you love something, let it go.
Yeah, like I always thought that was such bullshit.
Yeah, I was like, but why?
Yeah, like, that makes no fucking sense.
And like now, and even then I was like, this is what we're doing. Like, this is the best choice. But in my heart, I was like, no. Like, that's not it, Chief. Someone tell Chief this ain't it.
Tell Chief this ain't it.
But now I feel like I get it and I agree with it. And it's like, you can be moving on from someone and be like, I hope you're like super happy.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, we can both be like so happy apart.
Yeah.
And like, that's all right. It doesn't
like
change
happy
the
for
love.
each other.
Yeah.
Like, in the same exact way that we always were.
Yeah, like, it's not even like a different feeling. It's like that Noah Kahn song I was just playing.
Honestly, though. It's true, though.
It's like when you're walking. It's like when you're walking
there's
around,
nothing
living
you
your.
could do.
Yeah, like you're living your day-to-day life. We don't talk, but it's like, dude, but like, you got my love. Like, like I'm still out here rooting for you, even though I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Exactly, and that's what I think is most important. And that's what real love is, bro. Is like when you're like, were you actually like content with that moment? Like I was content with that moment. If you were, then that's fucking amazing, you know? And so then you get so attached to that, like, but it's like, but if you still feel that same contentness with yourself walking around just for whatever the fuck, because another dude complimented you even, you know?
Yeah.
And then you feel that contentness, like, I love that for you.
Yeah, literally.
So, yeah, I feel that, honestly.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, that is nice. I think both of our exes feel that way too.
Yeah.
You know, I know them both pretty well. And I
know them too.
Yeah, like, obviously I know one more than the other.
Not gonna say which one.
You guys can go ahead and guess and check
You
that.
can assume.
But honestly, like, they're both nice, you know? And that's what we fucking liked about them. You know? Is they're nice people first.
Yeah.
And they're caring.
Yeah. Like, they got a good heart.
Yeah. So, and that's what I'm fucking looking for in people going forward as well. So, and then that's what else
genuine people.
Yeah. Like, I'm thankful for that, you know? I'm thankful that they showed me what I want.
Yeah, they. Now he's like, they're like part of it. But yeah, I feel like even when my heart was like totally shattered, I was really down bad. I was just feeling like so sad, but like weirdly like a weird sense of like pleasure from it, because I knew that I was like, I had been loved, and like I loved in a way that was like, wow, like now I know what love is. And it was just like, what a thing to lose. Like, what a life experience.
Yeah.
Like, it just felt so grand.
Wow, that's real.
And it was just
that's
like,
so real.
wow. Like, and I remember when I was
the
like,
unimaginable is happening.
Yeah.
Like, it's happening.
Yeah. And like when I
what
was
you
in
thought would never happen, what you told yourself
yeah.
to avoid at all costs.
Like, you got so scared of this happening so many times, and now it's happening, and it's just like, oh. And you're like weirdly going through it together, like with them, even though you're apart. You're like, dude, we're like it sucks, huh?
Yeah.
Like what we're losing. But it is for the best sometimes.
Yeah, and I think it is for the best. I really do. Just the way both of our lives are going and the way their lives are going, I think it's something that had to be done. And
and it's all good
for
vibes.
for the time, it's like all love, for real.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's
so
a big
shout
question.
out our exes.
Shout out our exes, bro. Like, dude, don't you kind of wish that part of you, like, had that ex that you're like, fuck them.
Like,
but, like,
nah.
I can't relate, you know? And everyone's like, oh, yeah, my ex is, and I'm like, oh.
I was like waiting for that to hit, kind of. for a while because I was like, is there gonna be a point where I'm like, man? But nah, it's just not like that.
Right. I think we communicated too well, for it to be like that.
Yeah.
Me personally, like.
No, yeah, same.
But
it was everything was out there.
Yeah, like we had our demons. We addressed them. Trust, and that's what sucks, bro. That's what makes it hard. But yeah, that was a good question there.
I know.
We got deep.
We really are.
Mariana's Trench.
Now you guys know our deepest.
Oh my god. Therapy.
Yeah, that was... Anyway. Next question.
Anyways, let's keep it on rolling. Real light here. Real light vibes.
Wait, we only have one more question, actually.
Alright, it's alright. We just talked about that.
What gets you excited about life?
That's an interesting one. What gets me excited about life?
You could go really day to day or really broad.
Yeah, what gets me excited about life, honestly, is like I do think about this rap shit, and I'm like, damn, am I gonna make it? Am I not? I'm just gonna work, And there is one part of me that knows I am completely content with just knowing I'm gonna know how the journey ends. One way or another, I'm gonna be here, Yeah. And I also just know that you shoot for the moon, and I hate this saying, you shoot for the moon, you
miss.
Land among the stars.
Yeah.
It's dude.
It's so 2010.
Literally, bro. Ever since I was a little kid, and when I first heard that, I was like, that makes no fucking. I was old enough to be the stars are way.
Yeah, that shit makes no sense.
Yeah, I'm what the fuck are you guys talking about? But yeah, I do think that the idea is true, where it's if you go for the fucking highest, there's a good shot you'll end up there just because you're focusing so hard on it. But you'll get second. If you try to win the fucking race, you won't get last. You'll
be in the race.
Yeah, you'll be in the fucking race.
Yeah.
So,
that is cool.
Yeah, it's just that I do feel content with that idea. That even though it might not happen, but you're still in my life, mom and dad, they're still here.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Honestly, to be on a journey, to be young and chasing a dream.
And have a dream.
Yeah.
I feel like I saw that quote somewhere recently.
I tweet that once a year.
Oh. I guess it was you.
To be honest.
To be young and have a dream.
Yeah, to just be young and active and chasing something. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What a blessing it is to wake up and be I want to do this. I'm not doing it yet, but I want to fucking do this. And someday I will. And today I'm going to do this and this and this to move myself there,
Yeah.
That's a cool concept. It's fun.
It is fun.
I think that's one reason why I might not make it is I'm so content with that. I'm so content with look how hard
the journey.
I'm trying. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying so hard, man.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I think what kind of going off of that is there's so many times in my life where I'm wow, if I could tell me 4 years ago that this is what I was doing, I'd be that's so sick, no way. So now I feel who knows what's gonna be 4 years from now, because every step of the way I've continued to be damn, if I could tell old me about this, she would be so hyped. When I started going to school in San Diego, I just was dude, if I could just tell freshman year of high school Maggie, dude, you're going to school for film, you live in San Diego, these are your friends, blah blah blah. And then I just kept feeling that, and now it's it just keeps getting more surreal. My life just keeps getting more surreal.
Yeah, you're like, you won't believe this.
Dude, like, I could just see myself being like, dude, in 5 years, like, you're working on the challenge. Like, you guys are shooting in Iceland. Like, you're testing out the stunts. Like, come on.
Yeah, right.
And I just believe that something, like, amazing is around the corner. Like, something where it's going to be like, if I could tell me now, I'd be like, dude, fuck yeah. Like, let's
like,
do it.
I fucking knew it.
And, like, I know it's there. So, like, I'm just trying to be like...
Same.
Like, that's just exciting about life.
Right? Yeah, that is exciting. But it is very similar.
Yeah.
I do think that's intuition, bro. That's just like that second nature type shit.
Yeah.
But I have always thought that, like, throughout my life, I remember there was a time where, like, sophomore me was like, what if I talked to 6th grade me? And I remember 6th grade me, you could not tell 6th grade me shit, you know?
Yeah.
And I think most kids are like that when they're 16, 17. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But for me, I was very much like, bam, like confident off the rip.
Yeah.
And like, what'd you say? But fast talking, like,
yeah.
I was always trying to, like, do the most in, like, 6th and 7th grade. And then I think because of that, because I was so, like, outside as a small
Young.
kid, yeah, I became more and more, like, reflective of everything younger.
Yeah.
And I think that's just been who I've turned into, you know?
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, because I remember thinking when I was a sophomore, I would be like, dude, like, you're this and this. And I would be like, so? You know? Like, I would be like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's like rap. We rap, dude. We don't even play football anymore. And he's like, that's lame. Like, you're a pussy. You know?
Yeah.
Honestly, like, the 6th grade me would have been like, you're a pussy, bro. Like, fight me.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, but 10th grade me was being like, that's annoying. You know? Like,
yeah.
10th grade me was like, that's an annoying dude. Like, I don't want to be that guy. You know?
Damn, that's weird. I feel like me in high school was like the same all 4 years.
Really?
I don't feel like I grew much in high school.
Yeah, for me, it was definitely sophomore year was such a kick in the stomach, bro. Like, with my knee and the new coaches and everything.
Yeah.
I, like, fell into a deep, deep depression.
Yeah.
And not to mention, like, me and had the whole falling out. But she was, like, dating the older dude, and all these older dudes that were my friends going into high school did not like me anymore. And it was a huge, like, dynamic shift. And then there was, like, all these people saying that, like, dude, a bunch of stuff, you know? And I was like, like, zero.
That's
confidence.
a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. And looking back, I was like, these motherfuckers won't catch me slipping. Like, my chin's in the air. But, yeah, looking back, I was like, whew, it was getting to me.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I've talked about this before, but, like, that is when I started writing raps originally.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was like, I found this kid. It was when the SoundCloud era was poof. And I was on SoundCloud a lot. I found this dude named Accent Beats. Shout out Accent Beats. He produced a lot of the shit that I have out on SoundCloud. But I remember I found him and I just started writing. Like, I would be in class, like, with a headphone in. And I remember a lot of my teachers were like, dude, he's just doing that. Like, all through sophomore year to senior year. Like, they're like, I'm not going to get this kid to focus, bro. He is, like, writing raps. Because, like, they would be like, dude, stop texting. And I'm like, I'm not texting. I'm writing a rap. Do you want to hear it? And they're like, are you really writing a rap? I'm like, yeah, listen. This and I knew that I'm, like, doing something different. Like, I knew that I was, like, if you listen to me, you could, like, tell I was good, you know?
Yeah.
And a lot of the teachers were like, okay, damn. I was like, yeah, it's to this beat, listen.
They start adding in ad-libs. What?
Okay. Yes, sir.
He said.
Who's that? No, but I remember.
Or it wasn't really a house. It
What
was an
house
apartment.
do you remember? What's the first house you remember?
I remember your first house.
I remember.
Sorry, guys. That was.
Shout out Dominic.
Yeah, that was
If you know, you know.
Okay. If you know, you know. Okay.
If you know, you know.
And back to the story.
My original rap name was King Z. You remember?
Yeah.
That's when I was like releasing all that shit.
Yeah.
And it was totally like a power trip for me because I was like looking back on like what was happening in my life. All these exterior things were like crashing down on me, and I really went interior. And I like this ego came out where I was like, fuck it, I can write better than all of you. You know, because I was like, I can't fight you anymore. Like, I can't show you I'm good at football. Like, I'm not even that good at school. You know, like but I can write. I can write really good. And you know what else? I've always had a musical tact, you know? Like, I've always been musically inclined. So I was like, I bet I can do this better than anybody, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why it was King Z. It was such a ego boost for me, you know? Like, subconsciously. Because I never processed that at the time, you know? But, like, looking back, that totally is what happened. Like, I, like, created this alter ego where I was like, but I'm a rapper that you cannot fuck with. And soon I'm going to be rich as fuck, you know?
It's fire.
Yeah, it is cool. But I think that's why I changed my name also, is because it turned into, like, not an ego trip, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, actually, like, this is just me, you know? And
once you were good.
Yeah, once I was good and I found my real style, you know?
Yeah.
But.
Wait, what was your name still King Z when you went to MI?
Yeah. Like, if you look up Mr. Smooth right now,
it's King Z.
Piazzi featuring King Z. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Nice. I didn't really go through anything like that hard until I got diabetes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like looking back, nothing really was like earth-shattering for me until then. And that shit hit hard.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That was fucked up. I will always remember that day.
I was
I will always
depressed.
remember that day. That is the saddest day.
Yeah, I was like
ever. Bro.
I was like looking at life differently. Like, even they were like, okay, you guys can go to lunch now. We like went to
Jimmy John's, and
I was like,
Swear,
I don't know what the fuck I can eat. Like, I was like, what even is life now? Like, can I eat this? I don't know. It was just so weird. They make it a little too intense. I mean, I get it.
They have to. Yeah.
I get it. They have to be like, you have to take this seriously, or like things can happen. But it's like when you had and I didn't even talk to anyone about it, so I was just like, oh my god, my life is over.
Yeah, it was weird.
They were like, never drink alcohol.
I feel like
never
we had
eat
never
like
heard of
this.
diabetes.
Yeah, like
it was just not a thing on our radar.
Like, I knew Ben had diabetes, but I didn't know
me too.
anything about it.
Yeah.
Like, at all.
And that's the thing, like, you realize about, you know, I know you do it all the time, but like diabetic people, like, don't want it to be a social quirk, you know? They're
See,
always
I do.
I feel like most of you guys are like.
Most people don't. Most people are hiding. Actually,
Yeah.
I will say though, like, when I hang out with someone for the first time, like, I'm not gonna like.
Yeah, they're
like when I go out to dinner with them, I'm not even gonna dose. Like, I'm gonna let myself go high because I'm too embarrassed to like pull it out and have them be like, "What the fuck?" Because I don't like when people are like, "Wait, what?" And then I tell them, and then they go, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and it's like, no, don't be sorry. Like, you've never seen this device before. I wouldn't blame you to ask, what is it?
Yeah.
Like, and then I just, like, don't know how to handle it. So I'd rather wait until I know someone a little to pull out my pump.
Right.
But it's not, when people already know, then I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'll want to talk about it.
Right. Yeah, because I think another thing is, like, nobody hates to say their sob story, you know? Like, if somebody's like, hey, man, what's wrong? You know, everybody will honestly be like, oh, you know, my fucking toe hurts. Like,
yeah,
you know, like, it's been 3 days, my toe's been hurting. I don't know what the deal is. I thought it was this. I thought it was that. Like, everybody nobody hates because venting feels good, you know?
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people don't want to talk about diabetes. I don't know any female diabetics, like personally, but like I know a lot of guys that have diabetes, and most of them don't want to talk about it. There was like a friend I had in San Diego, and he was like he really didn't want to talk about it, and I was like, why aren't you like why won't you tell me what you're like what type of infusion set you use or something like that? And he's like, dude, I just like don't want to talk about it. And I was like, why, bro? Like, it's fine, because we were like at a party, and he like didn't want, like, it was embarrassing or something, and I'm like, this is not embarrassing. Like, this is just life.
It might be embarrassing with like other people, but like, dude, I'm fucking diabetic. Like,
yeah.
I'm just curious, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do feel, I don't know. Everybody deals with it differently, I guess, too. But that was fucked up, man.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
No, and nobody knew like what to say to me.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was just like,
yeah, like, so it just made it even more isolating because nobody knew what even to comfort, and I didn't know.
I didn't even know what diabetes was. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Maggie has diabetes? I might have to stick her with that thing. She might seize the fuck out, bro. Like, what is going on? Like,
I'm gonna have to stick her with that thing.
That's what I was talking about.
We were like practicing.
Needles,
we were all like practicing with the needle.
Yeah, I hate needles. I hate needles.
Yeah, I couldn't give less of a fuck about needles.
I mean, good. It's true. Like, it's almost like it was because, bro, if I got diabetes, I would be fucked.
You'd get used to it. But, like, I wasn't as comfortable with needles. Like, I was really scared for shots and stuff. But, and then I got a lot of piercings, too, and it was just, like, whatever.
I get piercings, but, like, I can't see it, you know? Like, when they pierced my nose, I barely felt it, but I closed my eyes. I was like, bro, don't even say shit. And he just held it, and I was like...
What is it?
You're done? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, fine.
Nose isn't that bad.
Yeah, but I do have a high pain tolerance, too. Like, just for sure.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, you're the guy that had a fucking needle down his fingers.
For real. Dude, and they just cut my shit open. I was watching it. Like,
ugh.
He was like, is it numb yet? And I was like, no. And he was like, well, dude, we gotta do this.
We gotta get a move on.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. And he was like, he's like, do you feel that? And I was like, I do.
Oh, God.
I do.
It hurts.
Yeah, I was like, it feels like a knife slicing my finger.
Damn.
That was so weird. But I think the biggest pain tolerance, like, example is when I broke my femur bone. Because that's the hardest bone.
You broke your femur?
Yeah.
What?
That's why I got surgery on my knee.
Your femur?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
The bottom part right here, chip came off.
Oh, so it didn't, like, snap.
No, not the whole thing.
A chip came off.
It's just like, yeah, it was like the corner piece, and it was like floating around in my kneecap.
That's wild.
So they just like screwed it in.
Ugh.
Isn't that weird? So weird. But yeah, it's like the hardest bone in the body, and I just walked up. Like, I just got up, I went back to the huddle, I was like, ow, my knee hurts, and they were like, okay, well, get out, and I walked up to Mr. Silva's office.
Mr. Silva?
You remember Tom Silva?
No, who are these characters?
He was the personal trainer. He was like the health guy at Ranch for like years and years.
Well, I never saw him.
Bro, I laid down and I don't know what Silva was doing, man. I don't know what this did, but I don't think it was good. Because he like grabbed my heel and like moved my knee like this. I mean, I'm sure it's a very common exercise, but like my knee snapped like 5 times.
Ew.
And he was like, And then he like kept doing it, and then it like got stuck straight.
Ew.
And it was stuck. And I was like, ow, now I can't move it. And it hurts really bad. And he was like,
ew, what the fuck?
He was like, oh, okay, well, you should like go to the ER about it. And
No, I hate this story.
It was crazy, dude. It was crazy.
Why'd he do that?
I know. I was like, what the hell?
Now it hurts and I can't move it.
And he was like, damn, really? He was like, oh, L.
Oh, man, you should probably go to someone who knows what the
Yeah,
fuck
he was
they're doing.
Damn, I might have just fucked some shit up. But no, it was for sure the hit. Like,
Now it hurts. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah. The thing is, there were some political things going on in the football field.
Oh. They thought you were a little bitch.
No, they were mad at me because I was trying to start. Like, I felt like I should start as a sophomore at quarterback, you know?
Yeah.
And so I got in and I started wrecking it, bro. Like, I was really killing it. And I scored like 3 touchdowns. And the defense was getting screamed at. They were like, how is the second string kid messing y'all up? And then the next play.
Because the second string kid is him.
Yeah. But, dude, like, remember Tanner? Tanner Minch?
Yeah.
Beast. He was so good at football, dude. Middle linebacker. He wasn't having it. The next play, he was like,
oh.
Cracked me so hard, bro. The thing is, he went low and Blake Daldigan went high. And I, like, got...
Aw.
And Blake Daldigan could lay the wood, too, bro. Pause. Shout out Blake Daldigan. Honestly, dude. Like, that is a football term. For real.
Okay, well.
But, like, dude, those kids hit hard, bro. Shout out to Tanner Minch and Blake
Pause.
Daldigan. Oh, wow. Pause. Honestly. But, dude, they were, man, on the football field, they were ruthless. Those kids were nice. Like, really good. So, yeah, they fucked me up that day. And broke my femur.
That's wild.
Yeah. So, and that's when it all began. Because then they left the needle in my leg.
Yeah. And they had to do a second surgery to take it out.
Y'all know this is my favorite story.
Oh, but don't worry. It was free.
It was free.
The second surgery where they left the giant needle.
Yeah. And I know what you're thinking right now. You guys are like, oh, you got a lawsuit from it. No. Kaiser Permanente lawyers actually interrogated the shit out of me when I was like 18.
Yeah, they were like...
They were pressed.
They were like, oh, so we left a needle in your leg? Then why were you skiing on February 12th?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, shit. They found out.
Yeah, I was like, because the doctor gave me clearance.
Yeah.
It's like, and also, I wasn't planning on suing y'all. Like, what does it look like?
I didn't know there was a freaking needle.
Yeah,
but
bro.
Going into surgery for no reason, for their fault, is enough to get a lawsuit.
I know,
so that,
right?
that was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, as if surgery isn't like a really traumatic, taxing experience
Yeah.
that's of value to anyone.
Yeah. Like, I've had 5 surgeries, and I'm 25.
It's crazy.
That's like a surgery every 5 years.
Yeah.
But I didn't have surgery until I was like 14.
Yeah, it's been a lot of surgeries.
Yeah, in the last 10 years, basically. So, it has been a lot of surgeries. Gosh, it's been a journey. But, man, we're grateful.
Yeah, now we're so fit and well.
Yeah. Dude, I want to flex this for the podcast one time. Hold
Okay.
on. This is the bag. This is the Dave Chappelle bag that my boy Ben Davis got me.
Hey, the diabetic.
Yeah, shout out Ben, dude. Such a real one, bro. So tight.
Yeah.
Huge Chappelle fan.
Yeah, that's sick.
And he said he got it like backstage as like 1-1 and shit. So, yeah. Shout out my boy Ben, dude, for real. Much love. And he got me a bunch of edibles and shit.
Yeah.
And I just want to flex this real quick because your boy catch me in Santa Monica sometime this week, dude. You know, grinding, bruh. I just got this karaoke machine. I got some QR codes trying to make some bread, bro. But, yeah, bro. Catch me in Santa Monica this week.
Pull up.
If you bought it. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's Sunday Night Nut Pod. It's been a great episode.
Yeah.
And you already know we'll be back next Sunday with some more shit.
Yeah. We'll conclude One Piece, hopefully.
Oh, yeah. Dude, we might fucking finish that shit tonight, dude. I'm hyped to watch it right now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Alright, we gotta go watch One Piece, so bye.
One Piece.
We are brother and sister.